With flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Unlike you, I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out of the open. Follow me.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lulelo. This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
All right. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including the relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames, currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the president's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the president. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall in the Shell 1 core. You'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect and amplify it. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. This security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the Corps and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the Corps section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up? But why? For what?
For metal gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke came up from the airport Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for? Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood. Pliskin, do you read me?
What's up, Raiden?
I just ran into a guy decked out like a ninja.
A ninja?
Yeah. Do you know anything about this?
No. Can you trust that costumed freak?
I don't know. But the colonel told me to follow the guy's instructions.
And like a good soldier, you'll do it, right? I'll let you in on a little secret, kid. The ninja that was publicized in the Shadow Moses incident no longer exists. The guy you met has no connection whatsoever with the incident.
And how do you know that?
Because I do.
Huh?
Just be careful who you trust, okay?
Got a minute, Jack?
Rose?
I found some information on where Solid Snake is interred.
Great. Shoot.
I've located the grave site.
And the body?
Exhumed for DNA testing.
Well, do you have the results?
The right arm was missing, but there was no doubt that it was him. That body belongs to Solid Snake.
So the head of the terrorist group must be...
An imposter.
Right.
You sound disappointed.
I guess I was kind of hoping to meet the legend in the flesh.
I get you. But it looks like he's not behind this incident.
Raiden, the president needs you, I think. Disguise yourself as enemy personnel and infiltrate the core section. Your priority is to contact Agent Ames. I see an elevator over there. You'll be able to travel from floor to floor now. Push the action button in front of the panel you see next to the elevator. The elevator should arrive in a few minutes. That elevator is a cut above the usual. Do you see that strange-looking surveillance camera above the panel?
Yeah, it's not responding when I enter its field of vision. What is it?
The camera apparently goes online only when someone activates the panel. In other words, it's there to check on the person trying to use the elevator.
If you're not disguised as a terrorist, you'll be spotted as soon as you call the elevator.
Hold it! What is that weapon?
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. Sending reinforcements to the first floor of the Shell 1 core. Secure the front of the elevator.
You have the directional microphone. According to our information, Ames has a pacemaker. This should make his cardiac pattern fairly distinct. Use the directional microphone to locate it.
Whoa! Top of locker, top of locker. Ba-boom! Time for a treat.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
There's someone else here. Send him back ASAP.
Return to your positions. Increase security. Understood. I'm sending
RAIDEN, the retinal scanner does not work on anything but living and open eyes. Don't knock the man out either. Be careful. Put an enemy sentry in a chokehold. Then drag him over to the retinal scanner. Come up behind an enemy without any weapon selected. Then press the weapon button to put him in a chokehold.
Freeze!
No!
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
Raiden, one of those hostages in there is Ames. The only thing we know is that Ames wears a pacemaker. His heartbeat should sound different from other people's, so use the directional microphone to locate him. Once you recognize Ames by his heartbeat, keep the microphone pointed toward him. Then push the action button and call out to him. If it really is Ames, he should respond in some way.
What if it's the wrong person?
The guards may get suspicious and come running instead. Security could get tighter, too.
Try to be sure before you take the risk.
Don't call out to a hostage with the action button until you're fairly sure that it's Ames. If you do make a mistake, switch the microphone for an AK and get out of there before a guard gets suspicious. If you're discovered inside, they'll cut off your retreat and call in the reinforcements. You won't make it out of the room. The mission will be over if you're discovered. Don your disguise and look for Ames while deflecting the enemy's suspicion.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Hey, you! Just wait a minute! What are you up to?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Your aims, aren't you?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
Your aims, aren't you?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Possible hostile sighted. Send backup.
Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core. Reporting no problems in the hall on B1 in the Shell 1 core.
You're Ames, aren't you? You must be Ames. Keep still and listen to me. I'm not a terrorist. I got in here using one of their uniforms. I'm taking off the tape. Stay quiet.
Who told you about me?
An informer calling himself Mr. X, dressed like a ninja.
I see. Take this thing off me, will you? I'm Richard Ames.
Secret Service?
No, I was sent in by the Lali Lule Lo, just like you.
What?
You're here to find out where the president is. We have little time, so I'll be brief. How about switching to nanocommunications first?
Nanocommunications?
Right, silence beats talk when it comes to safety. Are you on?
Right here. Do you really know where the president is?
Almost certainly. He was moved to the first floor of Shell 2's core section.
The first floor, the core of Shell 2. Is he still there?
I don't know. I can't get a response.
You don't think he's been like the other hostages? A hostage was killed in retaliation after the SEAL 10 disaster, remember?
What are you talking about? Regardless of what they do to other hostages, they won't touch the president.
What makes you so sure?
The case.
You mean the nuclear button they took?
Right. And the case won't do a thing by itself. That case may be the single most advanced example of a weapons failsafe system. The password is nothing less than the physiological data of the US president.
Physiological data?
The president's own vital signs, heartbeat, brainwave pattern, blood pressure and so on are constantly monitored and relayed by his internal nanomachines. This information, along with the DNA pattern, serve as a biometric password, unbreakable even by the latest parallel processor supercomputers. The password entry itself cannot be performed unless brainwave patterns and heartbeats fall within normal parameters, rendering chemical and other forms of coercion impractical. In other words, the login must be made of the president's own free will. As a failsafe, the input must also be reconfirmed hourly, even after the initial login. If a valid confirmation is not forthcoming, the system will automatically cancel the login.
And that's why they can't harm the president.
At least until the bird flies.
Is there really a new model of Metal Gear here?
Absolutely. The black case serves as the launch key to Metal Gear as well.
Why would they hide Metal Gear in an offshore plant?
Haven't they told you anything? The entire thing was planned. The oil spill, the tanker accident that caused it, everything. The big shell was built specifically for the development of a new Metal Gear model. The inspection tour was to check its progress.
What's going on around here?
Wait. Here comes Snake.
That's him?
Use the microphone to listen in.
King, Fat Man is dead.
It doesn't matter. Saved us the trouble of getting rid of him ourselves.
Why did he betray us?
Who knows? They're a band of lunatics to begin with. Nothing they do should come as a surprise.
I'll have his background rechecked, just in case.
You think he was working for them?
We can't discount the possibility, especially with that intruder still at large.
Yes, the man in the sneaking suit.
You know more about those suits than I do.
But Foxhound was disbanded 4 years ago, so it must be The Patriots. What about the damage to Shell 2?
The circulation system for the contaminated water has been damaged. The water being drawn in is overflowing, and the lower block of the central section is flooding.
Seal the connecting pathway between Shells 1 and 2.
The Simtex and IR sensors are already in place.
Any effect on it?
No.
What about the President?
The password entry has already been made to the black case. In 1 hour, we'll need a confirmation from him. His work is done after that.
Make sure you keep him alive until then.
Yes, I know.
What about the unit's activation?
Almost complete. The code has already been entered. All we need now is for the girl to start the system.
The usual method, I assume?
No. The drugs took care of everything.
Only a few more steps to outer heaven.
Who is that cyborg ninja, Shalashaska?
I cannot even guess.
What about you?
Having the matter looked into.
Olga, don't cast suspicion where it isn't due.
Where it isn't due? When you watched my father die and did nothing.
It's been 2 years ago, Olga. Let it go.
I read the case file for Shadow Moses, by the way.
Olga, how could you suspect me?
I know that the ninja is not one of my men.
How meaningful you make that sound. If Sergei were still alive...
If the old man were still alive, I wouldn't need to take orders from you.
Olga, Sergei was my best friend.
If you sell us out, I'll kill you myself.
Listen, daughter of Sergei. Don't ever let me see your gun pointed at me again.
If you wish, I'll put a bullet in your back instead.
I took you both in when no one else would. You think any government would have you as irregulars in this political climate? The worst kind of wet works, maybe. But even that's doubtful. I recommend against switching camps. You've nowhere left to go. It's happening again.
This damn right arm. Liquid! It's almost as if it's having its revenge!
How much do you think we spent on that arm in Lyon? The best transplant surgery team in the world.
I never trust a Frenchman. There's something going on. The incidents are becoming more frequent. Maybe that man's presence.
Ocelot, I leave this place in your hands. I have the intruder to take care of.
Yes, King.
Is that really Solid Snake?
That's what he claims.
I thought Snake was dead.
Solid Snake did die. But he's also here in the shell. Either he survived or there are two of them.
Two of them?
And that's impossible. Anyway, what did you manage to catch?
They said password input was complete.
I thought so.
You said the password entry into the black case had to be made by the President willingly.
That's right.
So this means the President is cooperating with them.
It would have to be, yes.
Why?
Probably tired of being a puppet, but it wasn't a smart move to betray us.
A puppet?
We're running out of time. They will fire a nuke. You know what you need to do before then.
Fire the nuke, but it's nowhere close to the ransom deadline.
Ransom?
$30 billion in cash.
What are you babbling about? The nuclear strike is not a threat. It's been the objective all along.
They plan to slaughter millions of people.
No, a high-altitude detonation. You've heard of the Compton effect?
Total disruption of electronic equipment caused by EMMA pulse.
Textbook answer. Well, when an average nuclear warhead goes off within the atmosphere, The result is an electromagnetic pulse of up to 50 billion megawatts. The EMMA field can reach tens of thousands of volts per meter, and most electronic equipment will be toast in an instant.
If one of the key movers of world economy stops functioning, it could mean the beginning of a global depression.
But that isn't their aim. What they plan to do is liberate Manhattan, pull it offline and turn it into some kind of a republic. Hence, Sons of Liberty, I suppose.
Sons of Liberty?
Damn! Ocelot is coming. I'm going offline. Search my pocket. Hurry! It's a security card. You'll be able to unlock doors of up to level 3 security. Use it to get to Shell 2. Take care of the President before they launch the nuke. He's coming here. Pick up your AK. He's coming here. Here.
What do you think you're doing?
I asked him to remove these. I'm ill, you see.
I always knew that the DIA turned out second-rate liars.
What are you talking about?
No need for denials. We know what you are, Colonel Ames. They knew that the President was planning to betray them. So they sent you in to keep tabs on him. Am I right?
You!
Sorry, Colonel. You failed to carry out your duties.
You'll never escape the Lali Lulelo.
Is that so? What the?
You tricked me. I understand now. Ocelot.
You? Which team are you with? Show me your face. You know who he is.
No, he is not one of mine.
Identify yourself. We meet at last. Is alive.
Hurry, get away!
But you died.
Leave this to me.
Colonel, Ames is dead. Looked like a heart attack.
That's unfortunate. However, we do at least know where the President is.
So there really is a new type of Metal Gear in this place?
Apparently. We're still looking into it.
I've also been told that the nuclear strike was what the terrorists were after from the start, not the $30 billion.
Right. It was a cover-up all along.
Colonel, what are you keeping from me?
I am not keeping back anything. It's not as though I'm told all the facts either. I'm pulling in all the favors I can to look into all this. Just be a little patient. Our priority should be with the President right now. We can take it that they've completed the password entry and are preparing Metal Gear for nuclear strike. Get to the President as soon as possible.
But the President is cooperating with them.
According to Ames, yes. But it's also true that they're about to get rid of the president. There's something else going on here, and the president may be able to tell you what it is when you see him in person. Once they get the confirmation for nuclear launch, they'll do it. You need to rescue the president before then.
Jack, I agree with the Colonel. You need to protect the president for now.
All right.
What's up, Jack? Jack, how's the mission going?
Fine.
Fine? Is that it?
Look, I really don't feel like talking about the mission. At least with you. I want to talk about something else.
Okay, then. Let's talk about you.
Me?
Yeah, your least favorite subject.
That's not...
Oh, yeah? Then go ahead and say something.
Like what?
Anything. Tell me something about yourself.
I can't think of anything interesting to say. Why do you want to talk about me so badly?
Because I'm curious.
But why?
Is it really that strange to want to know more about someone you love?
No, it's not strange, but...
You know, sometimes Oh, look, now we're talking about me, not you. Why won't you tell me anything? About what you were like as a child? What kind of things you liked to do? What kind of people your parents were? I've never heard you talk about any of that. Why? Don't you think it's just a little bit unusual that I don't know anything about my own boyfriend's past?
Rose, when I get back, I'll tell you everything.
Is that a promise?
Yes, it's a promise.